So I wanted to make a video today and show you what I think, in my opinion, is the most important thing to learn, and probably the first thing you should learn whenever you're trying to learn automation. So what I have here is I have a mock-up of something that could be in a real-world situation. So we have a Raspberry Pi, we have our 4-channel relay switch, and then I made just a mock-up of a couple of outlets. The reason I think that this is so important to learn, and probably the first thing that should be learned, is that with this 4-channel relay controlled by the Raspberry Pi, the options are almost unlimited on what you can do with this. So this relay switch actually has 4 switches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these actually can handle AC and DC, and they will control whatever you plug into it. Any kind of possible project that you might have. You could control lights with it. You can control fans or any other AC powered thing that you might find laying around your house. Also, it can control DC powered devices. So with these things, the options, there's a lot of different options that you can do with this. That's why I think it's important to learn this first. So if you see my model here, we have 2 options that you can do with the relay. You can do a normally on relay switch, which my number 3 I made as a normally on, and then normally off, which is number 4. Now what do I mean by that? Normally on, well, we'll do the normally off first. Normally off is number 3. Sorry. Normally off. That means that the power, see the light is off right here, the power to this outlet is always off until you turn it on the relay switch. The normally on relay, which is number 4, means that this outlet is actually, this switch here, is always on until you turn it off on the relay switch. And there's two different options you can have. I don't know if you can see that very well, but on the left hand side is the normally off, where you would have to make the connection in this relay switch for the power to flow to it. The other option on the right hand side is normally on. So that means that the connection is already made for you, and the only thing the relay switch has to do is interrupt that connection. So I have 2 different ones. The first one is off, and this one, obviously you can tell the light is on. So let me demonstrate how that works. So I wrote a couple of scripts for the first relay, which is actually number 4, but my script is called relay 1. You'll see that when I run this script, it turns it on, and I have it sleeping for, I think, 10 seconds or something like that. So then it turns it off as soon as it's finished running the script. So there you go. I just turned on something, like, say, a motor or a light or whatever it is that you come up with your imagination, and then it turns it off whenever the script is done. Now, as you can see, this relay number 4 is being controlled by, and it's always on, right? So I wrote another script to show you how this one is controlled. So it's always on, and whenever I run my script, it turns it off for a short period of time, and then it turns it right back on. You can control the amount of time that those are on or off, depending on, if you want to put a timer in the script or whatever it is. So that's what I wanted to show you. If you want to get into automation and you want to learn how to control things in the real world, I would suggest starting with learning how to control a relay switch. So you can actually buy these in different sections. So you can buy a 2-channel relay, you can buy a 4-channel relay. I've even seen up to 16-channel relays. So you could control all kinds of things. And as you notice, the Raspberry Pi has a lot of GPIO pins that you could control switches with. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.